Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Ash, AOB. So what we got here is the Endura SCX-10-2, our custom crawler build, or trail crawler build I should say, because it's I'm not doing a competition scale crawler with this, strictly just trails. This is where we are. So we got everything basically working. It was an amazing build. I don't really have much to do to replace on this, but there was one thing it was missing, and it was the control. So I went to my local hobby shop, you guys already know, Chris House RC, and he hooked me up with Quick Run Fusion SE. So this is a brushless system for a crawler, 2-in-1. The 40 amp 1800 kV, so awesome. I believe you can run 3S on this motor. Yep, I believe so. I'll just double check it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. I saw a couple people running 3S on this regardless. But either way, that is this is the brain that is gonna go in here now. Right now there's a 23 tooth pinion on here, which is obviously really big. So we are going to be stepping that back down to the stock pinion, which I believe was a 18 tooth? Yeah. So it's actually on this, the old motor that I had in here, which is a 12 turn. But I had absolutely no torque out of this, because this is just a, 12 turn Traxxas motor, not really made for this stuff. But I just wanted a little bit more speed, so this got me more speed even with this pinion on there. But I had no torque, I had no low end power, which is completely pointless when it comes to crawlers. So I ended up going ahead and switching to the 35 tooth racing motor, which was decent. And honestly, like everybody knows, the brush problems is you have to keep feathering the throttle to kind of get it to go up, and when you turn it kind of takes way more power, and like it's a lot of headaches, and then coming down hills and up hills and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong though, this works very well. The WP 1080 G2 quick run from Hobbywing, awesome. This though is one step above. This is a brushless system. So we are going to strip all of this out and then just simply put that in there. So we're no longer gonna have all of this stuff here and what's not. This is probably gonna get put on that side because this comes with a switch as well, obviously. So we're probably gonna put the switch on that side, get everything connected up, cut a couple of these out. I also have to figure out what's going on with my winch, see if we can get it back working properly or not. If not, then we're just gonna have to get a new one. Either or, we'll see what happens. So those are our two main things today. I might as well just open this up, right? Just give me a second, let me just move this truck out the way and let's open this Quick Run Fusion SE up and see what's inside. I believe I can power this back down now. No need for that to be killing my battery. So let's just go ahead and take that, just put it off to the side. As you can see, my winch line is still out, so I gotta get that sorted out in a moment. But let's go ahead and do an unboxing. Oh, also, they hooked me up with a program card for speed controller. Obviously, Hobbywing. So now I can make my own adjustments and stuff on the fly when I'm out there, stuff like that. Anything like that I need to do, boom, it's right there. So that's cool. He did recommend that I just plug it up, go ahead and give it a run, see how it is, and then make my adjustments from there. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. So we're going to put this off to the side. I'm sure like there's 1,000 videos with these Hobbywing program cards, but hey, why not? While we're here, I'm just going to pop it out the box, and this is exactly what you get straight out the box. Here is your Hobbywing program card. Boom, there it is. You got your connection for your cable here. Goes into the top, and that's that. So that's basically all you need right there. You got your stickers, tells you which one or whatever. Life 1 V5, Platinum V1, V2. It's got different stuff in here. But we're just using the one for, Easy Run, I believe is the right one. But, I'll get to it, figure it out, stuff like that. But for now, like I said, we were literally just installing and running it. See how it performs, and then we'll make adjustments as we need. So go ahead and put this back up here, pack that away, keep that in its box until we are ready for it. So there you are. Deal with the box. There you go. Alright, so just go ahead and sit down now. The truck is so big I have to stand up when we're doing anything. But for these things I can sit down. So let's go ahead and pop this open. I'm sure you've probably seen 100 of these being unboxed already. But, you know, it's being unboxed and then we're going to put it in my rig. And we're going to do a small test with it tonight. Hopefully we can find a little spot somewhere outside. If not, I'll try and set up something inside. But either way, it will be properly tested one day and I will get footage of it so you guys can see. But I just want to show you guys what you get in the box when you do get this. So here it is, Quick Run Fusion SE, slides out this direction. This is the 1800 kV version. That looks awesome. So let's go ahead and pop this out real quick. So this is it, how it comes straight out the box. No modifications have been done, nothing like that. So, because normally if they don't come with XT60 plugs, the guys over at Chris' house, they slap an XT60 plug on there for me, because that's the one I prefer. So this one already had it on, so that's perfect. And there you are. Got your power switch, and then plug into your receiver. Also comes with an extender, which is really cool. Might actually use that for something else. So I guess if you threw this in an RC 4-wheel drive, you have enough length to carry this all the way. So that's awesome. I'll probably get another one of these for my RC 4-wheel drive, now that I know that. So that's awesome. Zip tie, some kind of double-side tape there. No stickers, really? Come on, you guys know I like my stickers. But hey, it is what it is. Can't get stickers with everything. But that's all you get in the box. So you get your extender, two-phase tape, not sure what that's for, zip tie, and your motor. And that's basically sitting in there. And that looks really good. Got a nice little weight to it, not too crazy. 550 can. Oh, 540, sorry, 540 can. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I can't wait to see how this performs. And I like how it has the that full length of clamp down. You know how some of them, they send it out to this point and then they shave it? This one is all the way down, so you can grip wherever you want it to grip on. Like this one, you grip it all the way down and, you know, it'll mesh up properly. I won't have to worry about it. But there you go, that's that. And that is the Quick Run Fusion SE. I did not go with the Pro system. I just decided to go with the regular SE. It is a crawler, don't really need all the other settings. I am running it just as a crawler. So getting the SE for me just made sense. Save some money and you're getting basically the same performance with just a few settings that you don't get, which is fine with me. So that is that, and I am gonna go ahead and install this bad boy into my rig. And then I will get back with you guys when I do install this into the rig. It's very simple. Obviously, you just pull your motor out, put that motor in, and you're done. There is no ESC to mount up. There is nothing else really to do. Let me get my truck back up here. Oh, you're heavy. There she is. Right, I also have a couple more sweet things coming for this. Buddy of mine, late present, so he got me some what do you call it, brass inner rings for the wheels. So I'm gonna slap some on this just up in the front, give it that extra front weight. And I am also going to be removing this rear bumper here today, redoing the lights, putting the lights somewhere else, so that way I still have some backlights. No bumper. Other than that, I am going to be changing these shocks, putting in these shocks. These are the ones that were on the RC 4-wheel drive. I've already set them up with a little bit of a thicker lube than what was in almost all my other shocks that I did. I've only did like 3 or 4 of them now, but this is the thickest one that I've done. And honestly, it performed extremely well on the RC 4-wheel drive. So so I feel I am going to pop these off, and also these aren't leaking. These ones are leaking like crazy. So like almost I'm just like at spring. There's not really any shock, like it's very, very little. The back, as there's like one of them that's kind of working, and then the other one's just like a spring, so it's just like throwing it right back up. Like, but as you can see with these ones, even with no pressure, like they don't even want to spring out, because like that's how I built these. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and get these to fit on how I want them to, bolt up properly and have no issues. So we did have an issue with it down here. This piece was not gonna fit in here with the other one. It was just a little too big, but I am gonna try it again, because even when I was trying to fit those in, they were a little really tight. I had to put them in a certain way. So I'm gonna try putting them in a certain way. If that doesn't work, then I'm gonna pop these little eyelids out, pop in those eyelids, and then that should work all the way around from there. So that is our mission for this evening. Fix our winch. I'm gonna get that wired up right now actually, just to make sure it's working, see what's up with that so I can rule that out. Then I'm gonna work on my shocks, get those done. And then I'm gonna just slap in the motor, because that's 1-2, doesn't take any time at all. And then I'm done for the night. So I will touch back base with you guys very soon, once I get all of this sorted out, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, so first thing I wanted to figure out was the winch, so I got that sorted out now. At first I thought it popped out the power cable from up here. It wasn't that. So basically what I did was I connected this back to the power thinking it was that, and then as soon as I turned the truck on, my winch just kept whining. And it did that to me before, so I already knew I had the wrong power to the wrong thing. So then that just gave me a headache, because I'm like, okay, so it's not the power cable that's popped out. So I had to search around, and then I realized the power from my circuit board, that's what popped out, as you guys can see there. So I had to unwaterproof it. Obviously I had to rip up all of this, but I do have stuff to waterproof. So I'm gonna re-waterproof all of this. I'm gonna glue over this button as well, so it's not touchable. And it will only be controlled from my radio. I'm gonna glue all this up. I am also gonna put a little bit of glue, hot glue is what I mean when I say glue. So I'm gonna hot glue the crap out of this, make it like one glob, and then hot glue these little spots here and there, wherever I slice and dice into it, and then I'm gonna figure out where I'm gonna put this. At first this was sitting on top of my receiver, on top of my servo, but that's not a good spot. It ripped this right out of it, so that is not okay. So I'm gonna have to put it somewhere that is not moving, like basically on the chassis somewhere. I was even thinking like something like this, run the wire like that, tuck it down and put it underneath here. It has more than enough length to reach. I just gotta move this bolt here and then tuck it and let it run that way. This box doesn't move, neither does the chassis, neither does the bumper. So that would be the best spot for it right now is what I'm thinking. Glue all this back up and then everything will stay without having to be jerked or moved around. So that's one thing. This piece here is the only thing that's actually attached now to this. Why are you stuck? I don't know what's going on here. That's strange. Got jammed somehow. I don't know what's going on there. Just got jammed in there. It's not supposed to go that low, to be honest. I can't get it to come back up. But honestly, that's whatever. That's easy to figure out. Pry it back out, no big deal. I was pressing down on it pretty hard. That's probably what just happened with that. But it's all right. We will get to her. Let's shift that around a bit. There. So that's not supposed to get jammed there, but I was pressing down on it trying to get everything lined up, and this thing was frustrating me. So, but yeah, as you can see, it's not gonna jam like that again unless you put excessive force down like I did. But yeah, so the winch is working now. I'm gonna get all this glued up, get everything sealed up, waterproof again, and we have a winch that works again. So I already tested it, ran the switch, all that stuff, which I will show you guys at the end once I get everything done on this part here. So give me a moment, I'll be back. I'm gonna get all this stuff glued up. Alright guys, so that's that. I just have to zip tie this up here, right here in this little crevice right here. So that's where that's gonna sit. Got everything wired up. I heat shrinked this section here. Got a disconnect right here, and then that goes into our brain, which is gonna sit to the back here now. Nothing's gonna sit on the servo anymore. We just have the one servo wire for the servo, so it's got free flexibility, no issues, good to go. And the winch function, there you guys go. Out, stop, back. A little too tight. There we go. And there's that. So that's done. As you can see, hot glued everything in here. So that is back to being where it was. I only opened this section here. So I hot glued down into it to make sure that there would never, no water is ever gonna get up in there. I'm probably gonna wrap this with some electric tape as well, just to be safe, because I did open the waterproofing. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap that up with some electric tape from the wire. Probably the whole thing, is wrap the whole thing over and call it a day. So that's pretty good. Oh, if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna have to cover this to make sure that button doesn't get pressed, because I don't want it to just, I wrap it and then all of a sudden, it's just constantly pulling in or out and overriding my control on my receiver, on my transmitter, sorry. So yeah, we're gonna just do that, but that's done. Wrench is good, we got that problem solved. We actually got better movement here in the front. There's less wires in the way. It's just one single wire now, which is good. So that is great. Other than that, I think that's basically it for the winch, other than, like I said, what I'm gonna do there. And let's go ahead and move on to the shocks after I finish this part. So just give me a minute. Alright guys, so this is where we got so far. These shocks, the new shocks are on. You guys can see there. It's got that nice gooey gel in there, so it's like a nice slow travel. Real nice. I also had to swap this out here. It was hidden in here, apparently. Kept smashing against this, and in here it was jamming that one time where I pressed down on it. I also, I noticed I wasn't even pressing down on it at one time. I just twisted the truck a certain way and it jammed, and I was like, oh, what the hell? So I took this piece here, I'll show you. So I took this off because this one was pushing it out too far. So I got the, what is this called again? It is the ProTech RC servo arm. So that's doing a good job there. What else? Yeah, so I just put on the shock so far. That's done. I do want to swap these around because I noticed that underneath it's got some big studs sticking out from underneath there. So I'm just gonna flop these. I don't mind if these are sticking up underneath there, because it'll be underneath the body anyway, so you wouldn't see it. But this will be catching on whatever, so I'd rather something just smooth. I'm also gonna swap this one around as well. Put the nuts on the top and then put the flatter surface to the bottom. So that should just make it a lot easier to clear certain things, especially these two. I don't know why these would be like this, because that's definitely a catch point right on the belly. Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, everything else is pretty smooth. I forgot to put a washer in on, which side is it? This side. So that's why this is in and out and in and out. And right now I think it's on properly, but oh, not that one, sorry. This one is off. So that's why my front end does a lot of bounce it around because it's not secured in there properly. The back, as you can see, is a lot more secure. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get that sorted out when we swap the motor around, because it'll be easier to deal with it then. Alright guys, so this is where we are at the moment. Got the motor installed. I just put back the heat shrink on it. So this is the Fusion, Hobbywing Fusion SE. Relocated the battery since I had extra space now. So these ones have like the straps and stuff, so I just strapped it. I offset it because the motor is a little heavy on that side, so I just put the battery over here on this side. Balance it out pretty well actually, like it's not bad. Just obviously it's more front bias now, so that's good. Other than that, the winch still works, although that's wired up properly. I heat shrink the wire for the servo here, so that way it doesn't get bind up on anything or has no protection. I also heat shrink this one too. I still have to zip tie this down in place. We'll get to that in a moment. I am going to be removing this rear bumper here, taking this off, relocating the lights into here somewhere, somehow. I'll get that sorted out and figured out. So yeah, that's basically what we're going to do next. Throw the wheels back on, and then definitely going to do just a small test in the house. But the low control, like you could barely touch, and it's like, that is insane how slow that moves. And then you have like your kick to get over things, but you got that low end control so that your tires actually work, which is awesome. I like that. So I can't wait to try this out. It's supposed to have some super torque in this. Yeah, I'm happy. I might have to get another one of these bearings. I might just have to, not bearings, sorry, spur gears. Starting to do a little bit of a wobble. It is plastic, like it is what it is. I'm gonna see if I can find a metal one of these. But either way, gonna take this bumper off, figure out the whole backlight thing, and then put the wheels back on and move on to the body and get that sorted out. But all the hard stuff is done. As you guys can see, everything's sorted out, and the shocks are working very well. You can't see it that well right now, but it is slowly and controllingly handling the weight of the truck. So that's awesome. But yeah, once I get the wheels on, you'll see it better. You see what I mean. So yeah, hang on. Alright guys, so we're back. This is the next day. This ended up going until about 4 o'clock in the morning, so they had to call it at some point. But yeah, so all that we've missed so far, obviously I got the wheels back on, bodies back on, stuff like that. So I did finish it last night. I just did not do a video. So I have this here that I normally pull, have it set up so from the front to the back, and it's got the little rubber stuff on it so it doesn't scratch the front grille, stuff like that. And that basically holds the body on now. Since we have our working winch, we're gonna have our little digging for like dirt and whatever, so we're gonna probably hook that here, run the winch to it, connect it here, and then use it. If the little connector for the winch isn't too long, I'll probably just get it strapped up to the front here somewhere, so it's just hanging there in the front instead of running to the back, but we'll see when we get to that point. Alright, so let me just go ahead and pop this back off. Just want to show you guys that real quick. So that's actually hooked in to the bottom here. As you can see there, it's looped in there. So leave that off to the back. Pop this off. I actually had to glue. Did I disconnect? Yeah. So I had to glue in. I believe it was this one. No, this one. Yeah, so I had to glue this one into place because it kept popping off. But that's good now. So no issues there. Still got to do my stickers and what's not, and get this body ready for Sunday. There you guys are. You guys can see the cage delete on this. So it's got like a flat bed now, which I really do like. took some weight off the top. You could definitely feel that. I also trimmed a little bit under here to fit for my battery relocation. So my battery is more forward now. It's offset to the side just by a slight bit, but it is more forward. So we ended up just having to trim one side to get that to suit, but I decided to just mash it up evenly, and I trimmed both sides. A little cleaning up and stuff to do with it still, not too bad. So just go ahead and rest that off to the side. So as you guys can see here, Hobbywing SE Fusion on an 18-toothed pinion with the Red Cat spur, because it's also attached to the Red Cat gearbox. What else? We have, we ended up putting 90mm shocks on, so we did lose a little bit of articulation. Not articulation, sorry. We lost a bit of travel when it comes to climbing like this and twisting the body up and whatever. So just a little, not too crazy amount, but we did lose some. So, but these shocks, they're not leaking, so they're not releasing any kind of fluids, so it's actually doing what it's supposed to do. So that's okay for now. We are planning to get another set of shocks for this, for 100mm, so we can get back to where we were. But for now, I'm not really complaining. It is decent. It worked pretty well with the RC 4-wheel drive. So we're just gonna give it a try, see how it performs. It's not that big of a difference, so it should be okay. Like I said, the most I did lose is some twist. And of course, I'm pretty sure I bottom out still. Yep, I bottom out. Yeah, so I have no issues bottoming out. It's just my twist, I lost a little bit there. So, not horrible, but still. So that's that for that. SSD wheels are on here. There is one more thing that's going to be done on this, probably off camera. I am getting the metal inserts, the brass inserts for the rings. So that will be done on this truck, and as well as the little grappling for the winch to dig it into the dirt or anything like that to pull your truck out. So those two things are going to be going in off camera. Nothing too crazy. I'm pretty sure I'll probably snap a picture or whatever. Check out my Instagram, you guys will see those. I might do a small video just for installing the front rings, so you guys can just see that. The other piece is literally just clipping onto this, and that would be the end of that. So I'll just take a picture of that, or I might just slap it into the video for this one, so you guys can at least see it. But other than that, that's it. This is the final part of this build. Nothing else is really going to be happening to this unless something breaks, something needs maintenance, anything like that. Except for the shocks. Like I said, we are going to be trying to get the 100mm shocks back on here. New brand, of course, so that way we don't have to worry about it again. Because even these are not brand new either. I got these from a buddy of mine, but you know, they do work better than the 100s that were on here. Just make sure all my caps are tight. Great. So, but yeah, that's that, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, next time you see this, I'll probably do the video for the rings. If not, you will see this out on the trail doing this thing. I haven't been getting that great of footage lately because I've been trying to focus on dialing this truck in and actually just trying to learn how to trail and, you know, use the remotes and pick my lines and what's not. So now that I got a little bit better at that, I will start focusing more on getting some more footage for you guys, so you guys can see it a little bit better, a little bit better in action. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna do the stickers on the body, get the brass in, do my hook. That's basically it. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Take care.